In this podcast series, we'll be playing the terrific role-playing game Call of Cthulhu, made by Chaosium and inspired by H.P. Lovecraft. I'll be playing with friends, readers, and fantastic role players through a story I have written. However, as this is horror heavy, this content may only be suitable for more mature audiences, but don't let that stop you from liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any other creative storytelling or writing based content. And without much further ado, let's get started. And on the bed, you can see a man with blood dripping from his mouth and smeared down his jacket. Give me a sanity roll, please.
What?
Sanity roll.
Oh, I am not liking this. This is not special effects makeup at all. Oh,
Nope.
boy.
Okay. Roll a... I'll do it.
Me too?
Yeah, both of you, because you've both seen this.
Shit.
Okay. That is rolling the dice, but for some reason it's taking a while. Oh, you only use one sanity each. But yeah, you see a man on the bed. There's blood from his mouth, down his jacket, and on his shirt. The rest around the room, there's just papers. There seems to be a suitcase to the side. It doesn't look like it's been opened, and it looks like there's been a struggle. Can you both give me a listen roll, please?
Just a question.
Yeah.
I take 1 point from what? The 65/99 that I have?
From the
The
left-hand side.
leftmost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 99 is the
And-
maximum you can ever have. Right, the middle number is your maximum sanity minus your Cthulhu Mythos skill. And then your left-hand side is your current sanity.
Okay. So I listen.
Yeah, both give me a listen roll, just as you enter the room and you see this. Thomas, you hear something coming from the fire escape. You hear movement.
Okay, I just gonna say there's someone in the fire escape, and I going to go to see.
Okay. You rush over to the fire escape. You step over the broken glass, making sure you're careful. But there is somebody near at the bottom of the fire escape, currently leaving with some haste.
Okay, can I? I'm not gonna attempt to cry or to shout or anything. I just want to get a good look at his face and his eyes or anything like that, so I can recognize him later.
Okay. Give me a
Is that-
spot hidden roll, because at the angle you're at, it's very difficult to see his face unless you make some sort of noise. And he looks up.
Okay, no. Okay. I don't mind making noise, but
Yeah, you don't see it. You don't see anything. You just see he's wearing standard looking clothes. He appears to have brown hair.
okay.
I'm moving towards the body on the bed to
Mhm.
see if I can discern whether he is alive or not.
I was going to do the same.
Okay. You both go over to the body. It does not look like he's alive. And looking closer, you can see that his tongue's been cut out of his mouth. And he's been choking on his own blood.
God.
Okay. When you say that he don't seem to be alive, like we check his pulse or something?
Yeah, you check his pulse, yeah. And there's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
there.
Okay.
He's not breathing. He's just... yeah. He's gone.
Well, I could say that I'm surprised with this side of town. It's More commonplace than I would like to imagine.
Yeah, you've definitely heard of like mobsters, and you know that the police are fighting the criminal gangs and things at the moment.
Quicker I leave of California, the better.
There was. Oh, okay, go. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna exit the room and go back downstairs to the reception. Or attempt to get down.
Okay, what were you gonna do, Thomas?
There was a desk with papers.
Yeah, there was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to search it or grab anything that I think is important, but I'm gonna use like my coat to not leave any fingerprints. I'm very, very crazy person.
Okay.
Eccentric.
Okay. Yeah, you find a few things. You find another map of Arkham, but this one has notations of some kind, some that you can read, some that you can't read.
Also,
Mhm.
okay. The professor said that he wanted expertise with reading language. So I'm gonna just look for something that is not written in English.
Okay, and do you look about all the room, or you're just looking at the desk?
First at the desk and
Okay.
the papers that I think the table is turning over. So I'm gonna start with the desk.
Okay, you find a lot of papers. The only one that really appears kind of strange to you is what appears to be a letter, and it appears to be written in gibberish. If it loads up. Just make sure that's the right one. Okay. Can you see that?
Just a second.
Oh, okay.
I went out of the row 20 and getting again.
Okay, but it's in your journals now, so you should be able to access it. But
I
you
see a map of Arkham.
Yeah. You see a map of
Okay.
Arkham with notations on of some kind, and you find a letter which appears to be gibberish.
Okay, I'm gonna take those two. And if there is anything more here, I'm gonna try to search for books
Okay.
or anything.
Okay,
Wait,
do you also look on the body, or are you just looking around?
First around, because I don't want to touch the body
Okay.
unless it's I really need to.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around. On the floor, you find a business card, which has some blood on it.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, Francis, you went back downstairs?
Yep.
Okay. The man just looks
Approach.
expectingly at you.
I hand him the key back and I say, It seems like, do you have a telephone here, by chance?
We do have a landline, yeah.
You may want to call the police, there's been a murder.
What?
A man, I presume, Joseph Williams, in room 3F, is dead. No tongue, choked to death.
Are you kidding me?
I wish I was. I wish I was.
His face just goes white. Oh, this is gonna hurt business. Okay. Yeah, I'll. Okay. He just goes to the back office. He just leaves the desk and goes to the back office.
I'm just gonna find a seat in the reception area and just sit.
Okay.
My head in my hands.
Okay. It's like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he comes back. Yeah, I called the police and I called an ambulance, but I'm guessing that's a bit of a waste. But they're gonna
Sorry,
be
so I
here.
take the body out.
They're gonna be here at some point. And he just looks. Yeah, he looks distraught, as in like this has never happened to him before.
Years of entertainment industry and special effects and makeup do not prepare you for the real deal. I can tell you that for free, my friend.
I suppose that's true. So you're an actor, are you?
I work in the Arkham Theatre House.
Yeah, no, I've been there a few times actually. I saw King Lear. It was a bit of a joke.
Yes, amateurs can be a liability.
Yeah, true. He just looks white. Do you have the key? Or
Yes.
did you lock it? Or I don't really want to see anybody else seeing that kind of stuff.
No, there was a young chappie here, so I'll have to see them now.
Huh?
I think he's still up there.
There's only a couple of people came in here. You looking for your friend, and there was a guy looking to deliver something.
You don't suppose he did he?
Well, he came in just after you. Unless he can go through walls, I suppose. But I don't think that's possible.
Yes. Yes, well,
Huh.
whoever he is, he's still up there.
Okay, can I have the key back?
Yes, of course.
He takes the key back and he says, "Just wait here for a second," and he starts going upstairs. Thomas,
Okay.
we're back to you. So you're searching the room, you found the business card on the floor, you found that strange note of some kind, and you found a map of Arkham. There's other papers and things, but they don't look like they've been written on, or it just looks like it just looks like letters from other people. It doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like whoever this is, most likely Joseph Williams, has currently just been working here.
Okay. Okay. I want to check. Like, we think he was choked, right?
Yeah.
Without touching him, I know it's gonna be difficult, but I want to inspect to see if that was the really the cause of that.
Okay, so you checking his mouth, his neck? What are you checking?
Okay, I because I didn't get the picture how he was in the bed. Like, he was laid down
He's
with blood in his.
Yeah, he's laid down on the bed. It looks like he was gripping the bed while this was happening. And his tongue has been cut out, and the blood that was coming from his tongue, he's choked on his own blood. There is some bruising around his shoulder area. If you look at his neck, looks like he's been pressed down while this was happening.
No. Okay. I thought of other thing. No. Okay. So I just gonna go out of the room. I'm gonna put the papers in my bag and just gonna go out of the room and close the door.
Just as you walk out of the room, you see the receptionist. Hey, you! What you doing going in the room for?
We're gonna say, oh, thank God, my friend went out to pick you because we didn't want to leave the door open. So I was here to make sure no one gets in the room and make a mess of it.
Give me a persuade roll.
Okay. Can't be fast talk? Oh, persuade. Has to be persuade.
I would say fast talks when you try to confuse somebody on purpose. You've already done that. He seems to be quite suspicious of you right now.
Okay. Oh, man.
Okay.
And I failed.
Just get away from the door. Just get back downstairs and wait downstairs while the police arrive.
Okay.
You said you had a package for this man?
Yeah, I just left in the room.
You left it in the
room? It was
room?
a telegram. Yeah, in his table.
Okay. He just looks at you. He's very, very confused by you. Just get downstairs. Just wait downstairs until the police arrive.
Okay, thank you. And I go down.
There you go. As you go down, you see he goes up to the door. He has a quick look in. It looks like he's about to be a second. He just closes the door and locks it. Yeah, you get downstairs, Thomas. You see Francis waiting at the side. Are you sat down, Francis?
I am, yes.
Okay. So you sat down on like a sofa area to the side. Thompson comes down the stairs, and about 30 seconds after, the receptionist comes back down and he goes back to the desk.
I would like to not the. I would like to keep my eye on Thomas room.
Okay. Thomas, what are you doing when you come downstairs?
When I put my papers in my bag, I
Mhm.
put the gibberish note inside my notebook.
Okay.
So I just gonna get one of the books from the library
Mhm.
and open it and pretend I'm studying, but I'm trying to see what the note says.
Okay. And yeah, you look at the note. It just looks like gibberish to you. For some reason, it's not loading up for me. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're looking at it. It appears to be. Doesn't look like it's in any language that you've seen. It doesn't really look like to be any language at all, really.
I'm gonna try to see if it's a cipher.
Okay. Can you
can I do
give
that?
me? You can indeed. Give me a intelligence roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a cipher. It looks like it's a type of Caesar cipher.
Okay, I have to look that, but go on.
Okay. But yeah, you know it's a kind of cipher.
Okay, I just gonna need the key now. Okay. That is what I'm doing while we wait.
Okay. Okay. And what are you doing, Francis?
I am keeping my eye on this very suspicious, very strange person.
Okay. He just appears to be looking at a book of some kind, a few notes. As he appears to be looking at a cipher. Well, not a cipher, but he looks looking at a note, a strange note. Has a few coffee stains on it. I'd say about 15-20 minutes pass, and the police arrive. Oh well, at least one policeman does. And he walks in. He just looks around. He looks curiously at you two, and then he goes up to the receptionist. You hear them talking, and the receptionist points upstairs. The one police officer who's there, he just takes the key off the receptionist, and he goes upstairs. He just looks over to you, and he says, "You two might have a few questions, if you don't mind waiting around."
Sure, officer.
Okay.
And just wait there.
Okay. A few more minutes pass. Are you still doing the same thing, Thomas? Working on?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I get a online calculator to decipher the
Okay.
thing here.
Okay.
But that's why I'm just taking so long.
Okay. No,
Sorry.
that's totally fine. And Francis, what are you doing while he seems to be going back and forth in this document, writing something down, then looking at something and writing something down?
What I can do. Occasionally look to my pocket watch.
Mhm. So only about half an hour has passed so far. It's about 20 past 3, 25 past 3 at the moment. A few more minutes pass as this is happening, and another, what appears to be finely just dressed gentleman walks in. He walks over to the receptionist. The receptionist points over to you, and then he walks over to you. He'll be like, "So you two gentlemen saw the murder, or you were here, or what happened?"
Well, we arrived. I arrived, and this gentleman here followed behind me.
He looks at you, Thomas, as you're just looking at notebook.
I just close the notebook and nod at him.
Okay. He looks back to you, Francis.
Upon no answer at the door, despite a scheduled meeting here,
Yeah.
I approached the receptionist, who provided me with a key. I entered, and The body was on the bed.
Okay. And how did you get in? So you used the key, you got in. Did you see any? Did you see anyone? Did you see any clues or anything? Did you know this man
yeah.
well?
No, today was supposed to be our first meeting.
And can you tell me the business? Well, why were you meeting him?
It was a contact.
Okay, he just pulls out a small notebook and he starts making notes as you talk.
Have you heard of Lon Chaney, film director?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Well, I assume that this man was an associate of his, and I was to do a favour for Lon Chaney, and I was to appear in a film of some kind.
Okay, and what was the man's name?
It was Joseph Williams was the name I was provided.
Joseph Williams.
That is correct, yes.
He's the man that's been murdered?
I would assume so.
Oh.
Unless Joseph Williams has murdered another man and put dead.
Okay. Hope that's not true. You can kind of see in his face that he's either heard of him or he knows him. What about you? He looks over to you, Thomas.
Oh, okay. Good afternoon, sir. I was sent here by a friend of mine, a professor, actually, of the university. He asked me to come here because it was requested from the university someone that could translate. So I just came here, but he was already dead.
Okay.
I arrived after the sir here.
Okay. And what was the name of the professor?
Yeah, Tadeusz Stach.
Okay, he makes a note of it in his book. Is there any other information where you both currently staying at?
Where would good apartments be in Arkham?
A good apartment?
Yes.
Jenkins Street, Gendy Street, and Cohen Street are pretty good areas in Arkham.
I'll be on Jenkins Street.
Jenkins Street, okay. And what about you, sir? He looks over to you, Thomas.
Oh, sir, I live at 5 Hill Street.
Okay. He makes a note of it. Obviously, if we need to ask you any further questions, we'll either contact you at your home or residence, or we'll contact you where you work. Where do you currently work? Are you both employed?
I currently work at the Arkham Theatre. Also, I have a landline.
Okay. Do you give him the number?
I do give him the number.
Okay.
Also given the number of the theatre house as well.
Okay. And Thomas, he looks over to you. Where's you currently?
Are
you currently employed?
I'm working at the library at the Miskatonic University.
Okay. He makes a note of it. You gentlemen are free to go anytime you want. But obviously, try to keep this under the radar. Don't tell anybody. Don't talk. Especially don't talk to the Arkham advertiser about it. But we'll update you with any information, and if we have any further questions, we'll let you know.
Of course.
Okay, sir.
He turns away. He goes over to the receptionist. He appears to be asking him a few questions, and then he walks upstairs too.
We are free to go now.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about Francis, but I'm very anxious, so I'm gonna go out, get my bike, and go to the university. I need to know that the professor is fine after I see a murder.
Okay.
I am going to attempt to hail a cab, and I'm going to go back to the theatre very, very far.
Okay.
And annoyed.
Okay. So, Thomas, you go back to the university. Francis, you go back to the Arkham Theatre House. I would say it's around about 4 p.m. by the time you both get back. Obviously, Francis, you would get back first. But yeah, Francis, what do you do when you get back to the theatre house?
I'm going to find Chris.
You find
I'm
Chris.
going
Yeah.
And I'm going to vent my frustration.
Okay. Hey, how was the meeting? How'd it go?
The guy was stiff the moment I got there.
Who was stiff?
He's dead.
What are you talking about? He's dead?
He's dead.
Who's dead?
The man I was supposed to meet.
Oh. Thought you were talking about Lon Chaney there for a second.
No. But I have a feeling that mine and Lon Chaney's relationship is going to be dead now.
Well, you never know. Did you know what the man wanted you to do?
No, his tongue was cut out. And
His tongue was
like
what?
He died. His tongue was removed.
What the hell did you... What the hell did... He just rubs his head, takes a large puff on another cigar. I'm sorry, Francis. I didn't mean to get you in any shit like this. I'm sorry. Maybe we can still salvage the situation, though. Maybe. Who was the man that you were trying to meet? Do you know who he was?
The telegram said Joseph Williams.
Okay.
Name mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Meant something to the director. I mean the detective.
True.
But
Maybe he works with the police. I don't know. If it was a problem, I just can't see what kind of problem Lon Chaney would be involved in if that's gonna get him a favor.
perhaps he had debt. No.
Maybe. Oh, that would make kind of sense if it was connected to the mob in some way.
Perhaps, but you wouldn't happen to have that brandy still in your safe, would you?
Hey,
Sorry.
don't even need to mention it. He goes to his office, pulls it out of his safe. Hey, it's a vintage, this one, and he pulls you out a very generous glass and pours himself just a tiny bit.
These are few and far between in America.
True. Hey, why don't you keep this bottle?
I couldn't keep a brandy from a man. That's absolute heresy.
Hey, yeah, you could. I got 3 bottles.
Oh, you should never tell a man how much brandy you have.
Hey, I could be lying.
Oh, you could be.
He just laughs and takes a sip of the drink.
But I appreciate the generous.
So did you see it? Did you see the dead body?
Well, I already told you that his tongue was removed, so yes,
Wow.
I saw far more of the body than...
You called the police and stuff, right? You said you spoke to a detective.
Yes, the,
Okay. At least you did the right thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, so how far into Act 5 have we got?
And then he starts talking about the arrangement for Act 5. Thomas, we'll go back to you. You get back to the university, what do you do? What's the first thing you do?
I'm just going straight to Professor Officer.
Okay. The office is currently closed, but you see one of the students just walking down the corridor, and they recognize you.
I go to him and ask where the professor is.
He's-
Have you seen the professor?
Which professor? Which professor?
Sorry, Professor Thatch.
Professor Fetch, yeah, his class is it's in building 3.
Okay, I go there.
Okay. You go to building 3, which is the Department of Medieval Metaphysics. Seems a bit strange that he's having a class there, but you go there. Do you go into the lecture?
No, I just want to open the door and see if it's him. Like, he's really giving a lecture.
Yeah, you just walk into the room. There's about 40 students, and he's currently giving a lecture, and he just looks over to you.
I give a nod to him, and
Okay.
I just say silent, like office, and I'm gonna wait for him to finish his lecture.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. And before I go to the office door,
Mhm.
I go to the library and get every book that I remember about ciphers
Okay.
that I can make something of,
Okay.
and start studying before that.
Before the professor gets there.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a library use roll. But I would say this is quite easy for you to do since you work there, so should be a problem. I'm gonna give you a bonus dice for this.
So I roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, not very well.
So you'll be looking at the +1.
Oh,
Really?
That's the look of the dice. You seem. It looks like you know exactly where it is. You've moved. You've went exactly to the place where you know they are. You've seen them hundreds of times. It looks like a student has misplaced them. Has put them in the wrong place.
And that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Motherfucking students.
oh, that hurts my soul. Working customer service. Oh, it hurts.
Okay. So yeah, you don't find anything. You maybe just find one basic book, but compared to your own knowledge, it might not really help.
Okay, just take it for. So I don't know, just to take it and go to the office.
Okay. Yeah, you go to his office. Do you wait inside or do you wait outside?
I think it's locked, so
It is currently.
I
outside.
just wait outside. It's gonna be strange if I try to lockpick this one.
Good point. Yeah, you just wait
No, it
outside.
seems in character.
You wait about half an hour, and the professor, he's not running, but he seems to be at a brisk pace, walking towards you. Is everything okay, Thomas?
Yeah,
Is everything okay?
Professor, I think we should talk inside.
Okay, he unlocks the door, opens the door for you, lets you go in first. He goes in himself, closes the door behind him. So did you meet with Joseph Williams?
Professor Joseph Williams is dead.
As you say that,
I
his face just goes white, and yeah, he's just standing still. As soon as you said those words.
I arrived there. There was someone else there. I think he was supposed to be there too. I don't know. We knocked on the door. No one answered. So we finally got the door open, but he was dead. Everything was a mess inside his room, and he was just there lying in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Someone had removed his tongue, and I saw someone from the fire escape, but I could see his face. The police came after. I got some notes from him, and I just opened my notebooks and put everything on his table
Okay.
for him to see.
Before he even looks at it, he just quickly rushes over to a small bin, a rubbish bin, and he is sick in it. He vomits into it. And then he sits at the desk and pours some more whiskey. Again, he pours some for you, pours some for himself.
This time I drink.
Okay. He starts looking at the notes. He looks at the map. This doesn't really mean anything to me.
Yeah, I just got this map. I don't know what it means. I found this note too with a cipher. I think it's a Caesar cipher, but I will have to. We need to the alphabet, the code to decrypt it.
Okay.
I just gonna lay down his the thing. I'm gonna omit the business card with blood after
Okay.
his reaction. So I just handed him the map and the note.
Okay. He takes a look at the map and he looks at the notations that's on the map. Doesn't really. So there's locations. So the Arkham Sanatorium.
I just gonna ask him, Professor, where did need to remember Ashton Wells lived?
Ashton Wells. He lives at 8 Armitage Street.
Okay, I'm gonna check if it's in the map. It's marked. 8 Amethyst Street.
I'm looking at the map as well. I can't even remember where Armitage Street is. I don't think it's marked on there. It's one of the marks, I don't think.
No, there's one with Amethyst Street and
there
Peabody
is.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Is the professor house?
No. And
Okay.
he points at it, and it's the one that's like on the high street, just from the river, and on Armitage Street. So it is near the square, but it's not the one on Peabody Avenue.
Okay, sure.
He points at Arkham Sanatorium, and he's like, "Well, that's the office for Arkham Sanatorium." He points at Peabody Avenue, and he says, "I think that's the local theatre house." Federal Street and Whately. I think that's the Globe Cinema. I think. He just thinks for a couple of seconds. Main Street, Secondary Business Street. I don't know what that is. Church Street. Again, I'm not sure. Well, obviously, Miskatonic University, that's just this campus. College Street. That's the Miskatonic General Library. And then French Hill Street, I don't know. Why would he be marking these locations? Unless that were the locations maybe Ashton Wells was, Professor?
Yeah, maybe. The guy was... Okay, did I hear Francis say that he worked at the Arkham Theater? Yes.
Yes, you did, when he spoke to the detective right next to you.
Oh, okay. And I just say to the professor, the guy that was there before, he was an actor. He worked at the Arkham Theater. And we are here at the Miskatonic University, and you received a telegram.
Mm-hmm.
I work at the librarian. I don't know, just... It's a lot of coincidence.
He received a telegram too?
Oh.
The actor that you said.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I know that.
Okay. You showed
when
him...
When I first spoke to you, I said, "Did you receive a telegram as well?"
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I presume that he received... Yeah, Professor, I think we received one too.
So he received one too. Was it from Joseph Williams? Did you get a chance to look at it, or...?
No, I don't think so. But
Okay.
the way he was looking for Mr. Joseph Williams, I think yes.
Okay. Well, if he's the actor, that would make sense. He just looks at the map and he just looks really confused. Again, he just looks white. He's gulping down whiskey like it's water. Okay, and he
okay.
moves to the cipher.
Professor?
Yep.
Did you knew this Joseph Williams?
Yeah, I've been working with him for the past 2 weeks. My accent's changing all the time, sorry. Yeah, I was... yeah.
Did he was working with something that would make him or someone try to kill him? Like, it was like a work of the mob or something.
I don't know, I didn't want to get involved in trying to find Dr. Ashton Wells because we're trying to keep it quiet that he's disappeared in the last 2 weeks. And keep it quiet that some valuable things have gone missing from the recent expedition that's just come back from Egypt. So at the moment, nobody from the university really wanted to get involved, which is why I hired outside help. I have worked with him in the past. He's quite reliable. I can give you the location of his office. Maybe you can, if he has an assistant of some kind, I'm not sure. And he's just thinking. He's looking at the cipher, actually. You said this is
Okay.
What kind of cipher did you say?
I think it's a Caesar cipher.
A Caesar cipher. If it is a Caesar cipher, then Joseph Williams seems, or whoever wrote this, there seems to be a number 13. That might be a key to uncovering it.
Okay.
He just starts looking at it for a second. He's just counting the letters. Maybe the first line is Joseph Williams. Maybe that'll help. I'm not sure about the rest though.
Yeah, I just realized that now. Okay, thanks. Okay, I in character right now. I start to take notes on everything, all the places that he was talking, the map and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if he went to the theater, maybe this man that you saw, maybe he knows more. Did you catch a name?
I think I did. Is Francis? I think I heard Francis talking with the police officer.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah. His name was Francis Darling. I
Oh,
don't really know him.
I've heard of him. I've seen him he was excellent in King Lear.
And I just look at the professor like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. He's a very good Shakespearean actor that I know of. Obviously, I've never met him, but yeah, he's got quite the acting chops.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe he knows more. Maybe if he was sent a telegram personally as well. Because I received a telegram and I've been working with him. Maybe Francis. I don't know why he would send anyone else a telegram. Again, he's just thinking and he just keeps looking at what you've given him. And you didn't show him the business card. But he does give you the address, which is the same on the business card. The address for Joseph Williams' office.
Okay.
Again, he just keeps drinking whiskey.
Okay. Professor, I think you should take the day for rest. Like it's a great shock for you. I'm gonna go to the Arkham Theater to talk with this Francis Darling, and I will go to the office to see what I can find. And if I found anything, you're gonna be the first to know.
Thank you, Thomas. I'm really sorry. I know it's been quite difficult the last couple of years. I'm really sorry for getting you involved in something else that's...
Don't worry, Professor. You helped me a lot, and there is.
He just nods and
we
he
never
just.
forget that.
He just nods
and
and looks into his glass. Yep.
I'm just gonna take my things and. Okay, I don't know because I didn't make anything like that. But he has a family that I know of or not? I don't think so.
The professor, Thaddeus Thatch.
Yeah.
No. You've heard rumors. He hasn't never told you, but you heard rumors that he did have a wife at one point, but they are currently divorced.
Okay, and he don't have a secretary or anything like a student that work for him.
No.
Okay.
The only person really that's the closest to him, to your knowledge, is you.
Okay, I just gonna, Professor. If you need me, just send someone. I will arrive as soon as I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get my things and leave him alone.
Okay. Again, he just as you leave, he just stares into the glass. He said, "Oh, make sure you take these as well." He hands you back the map and the ciphered note.
Okay.
These might be useful. And he just looks like he's gonna be sick again. So where are you going now? Did you say?
Which is close, the theater or the office?
The office for what?
For the Joseph Williams.
Let me have a quick look.
If I was going to
Roll
search
20
it,
is not playing nicely.
West Street. It looks like West Street would be closer. Because,
Okay.
that's on the same side of the. Oh no, wait. West Street crosses across the bridge as well.
True. Let me have a quick look what I wrote in my notes. And it's 5 West Street, right? If I remember correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is across the river. It's literally opposite the Arkham Advertiser, roughly. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a choice of here or here.
Okay. I think for me. Wait, the theater is around here, right?
Here.
He is there. Theater's there.
Oh, okay. I remember wrong. Oh, I'm gonna go to the office first. So then,
Okay. Do you go on your bicycle?
yeah, it's the
Okay.
only thing that I have.
Okay, so you head over to the office on your bicycle. Francis, go back to you. You've just been going over some of the production. You've been doing some rehearsals for Act 5. And you've just finished for the evening. Across the way, you can see Carmen speaking to another man. And then she heads off for the evening.
Michael Graves around?
You look around. And it doesn't appear to be there right now, which seems a bit odd.
Well, that's disappointing.
Most of the people that are still there are the new actors. They look like they're trying to impress by staying late, doing extra.
Well, they're not impressing me. I've seen their performances. And, I'm going to attempt to head home.
Okay. So Francis Darling heads home to 3 Jenkins Street?
Yep.
Okay. So you head home. Is there anything you do along the way, or do you just go straight home from the theatre?
What time is it?
I would say after that, it's similar time as Thomas leaving, so it's around about 5 p.m.-ish. 5 p.m., 5:30.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and get changed.
Okay.
And, I think I'm going to go out for dinner tonight.
Okay. So, yeah. You go back to your apartment, change clothes into something more comfortable, I presume. What kind of clothes do you wear?
I think I'm going to wear my mohair suit.
Okay. And what establishment are you gracing your presence with tonight?
Well, I've been looking at a few places, trying to get the gist of their clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really trying to get into the film business.
Okay.
Perhaps
Okay.
I'll see someone in there who recognises me in my performances.
Okay. I would say the one that really strikes you as being quite upper class, a bit shady but upper class nonetheless, is the Swan Club on 20 Main Street.
Okay. And I
you
shall head there.
Okay. And that's where it is, just for reference. Just opposite East Church. So yeah, you head there. There's a man just waiting outside. He just gives you a nod and he just opens the door, lets you go in. It's a bit of an underground club, but appears like super popular. So just as you get in, can anybody hear any music, by the way? Because I can't hear anything.
I
Bit of,
hear.
like, ambient music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me know when you can hear this.
Yeah.
You can hear what, sorry?
I can hear the speakers. I can hear both of them.
Okay.
Oh, never mind, the ambient stuff.
Alright, now I'm here.
Okay. You get in, you go downstairs into the Swan Club. There appears to be a lot of well-dressed businessmen, women. There's even some children there that are well-dressed. They look like the children of basically rich people. The barman gives you a nod, and a waiter comes up to you. What would you like, sir?
I would have. Do you still do that steak? The T-bone one.
We certainly do, sir. How many
It's
would you like?
fancy steaked. How many would I like? I would like a 12-ounce, please, and
Oh,
a red wine.
of course, sir. Do you have any preference of wine?
Give me a Spanish red.
A Spanish red, of course, sir. And would you like to choose your table, or would you like us to seat you?
I would like a booth near the window, if possible.
Okay. He offers you to the closest you can get to. There's a few tables already taken, but it's the closest. It's about 1 or 2 tables away from the window. Will this be okay, sir?
I suppose it will suffice. Thank you very much.
Ah, no problem, sir. The average waiting time is about 20 minutes. So we will give you a complimentary drink as long as you promise not to go to the main floor with the drink.
Of course.
Okay. He goes to the bar and he pours you a complimentary drink. It's like just a little bit of brandy. He got a hint of your accent. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much, my good man.
You're welcome. And then he goes and he serves another table.
I shall sit there and soak in the atmosphere and attempt to forget that I saw a dead body.
Okay. Yeah, you drink, and 20 minutes later your meal comes. And yeah, it seems like quite a pleasant experience. You get talking with a couple who've just moved into the area. They're actually actors themselves. But the film actors. They've been in like a couple of B movies, basically. Not mainstream, but you end up talking, and they seem quite interesting. And they've heard of Carmen as well, and they've heard of you, obviously. Your performance in King Lear was absolutely fabulous.
Yes, you should have been around for Henry VIII. That was a good show.
Oh, really? What is the upcoming productions, by the way? We would love to catch a show while we're in town.
Well, we've been attempting to pull away from Shakespearean. Shakespearean is very Broadway at the moment.
Of course.
So, yes, we're attempting an original play at the moment. By director Chris Jules, if you've
Yes,
heard of him.
we've heard of his work. He seems quite like a fresh fellow.
Yes, this is a drama about. Well, I believe it's set sometime during the Civil War.
Oh,
Yes.
intriguing. His wife just looks at you. She seems quite perplexed because she's mentioned how handsome you are, and she looks how much weight you seem to be carrying as well. She's like, "You're quite a handsome man, you know." Her husband just looks over to her.
Please, it's all makeup, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, isn't that true for all of us? I'm just gonna go.
You should swing by the theatre. If you can catch this Cavalier's Run, as it is called.
Cavalier's Run. Okay. She just makes a little note of it. Excuse me, honey, I'm just gonna go and powder my nose. And then she just walks off from the table. Excuse me.
Of course, my dear.
Again, you're just chatting. She comes back and she goes to the bar and she's talking with some other women, and you end up just drinking quite a copious amount of the red wine that you ordered. Again, this establishment seems like it's protected, and you actually see the detective who you saw earlier. He actually comes in. Can you still hear the music, by the way?
I can, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For some reason, it keeps cutting off for me. I don't know why. The detective, you do see the detective. He seems to be off duty, so to speak, but he's just talking with a couple of men at the bar. But otherwise, your evening goes fairly uneventfully. Thomas, we'll go back to you. You arrive at the office of Joseph Williams.
Okay, it's a building, like.
It looks like it's a 2-story building opposite the Arkham Advertiser. And it looks like it's several offices for private businesses, basically. So like there's an office for a lawyer, there's offices for an undertaker, etc. It's just a building that looks like it rents out offices for private businessmen.
Okay, I'm going to go to his office and knock, I think.
Okay, yeah, you find it. It's on the ground floor. You knock on his office, and it says Joseph Williams, private investigator, on the office door. There is no answer at the door.
Okay, what time is it?
It's around about 5:30, getting on to 6 p.m. for you. I'll just turn down the music.
I see anyone in the building, like in the other office?
Yeah, there's a receptionist at the building. You can hear a man. He seems to be shouting in one of the other offices. He appears to be on a phone, shouting at somebody.
Okay. I go to the receptionist.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one talking with the phone in the phone.
No. The person talking on the
Okay.
phone appears to be in another office behind another door. But the receptionist is there just waiting. He saw you come in, and he just give you a nod. It doesn't seem to be bad coming in off the street. Yeah.
I go back to him and sorry, sir. Do you know where is this Mr. Joseph Williams? He told me to be here at 6 p.m., but I don't think he's arrived yet.
I haven't seen him around for a while, actually. Just give me a moment. He just goes into a bit of a journal and he just checks, see if there's any messages being left or anything. No, there was no messages being left. What was your business with him? Are you a client of his or?
Yeah, I'm a client. I asked him to discover some, like, he was to get some items for me, but I don't think he delivered. I don't know. I just talked with him like I think 2 weeks ago, and he said to be here right now, and I don't know what to do. I really need those items, and I just look very nervous.
Okay.
Do you know anyone like his assistant or something?
Well,
that I could talk with.
There's another private investigator that works with him. His name is Nolan. We actually have a letter for Nolan, but that's the only thing that is left, really.
Oh, where could I find this Nolan?
Nolan, we don't have an address for him, but he should be working out the same office as Joseph Williams.
Oh yeah, but just knock, and I don't know. I don't think there is anyone there.
I'm not sure.
Think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you come with me and see if there is? I didn't touch the doors, see if it's locked or not. So I don't know if there is really anyone there or not.
Yeah, okay.
So
he goes to the office with you, and he unlocks the door and he opens it. Joseph, Nolan. He walks in, walks around for a second, then he comes out.
Okay.
No.
While he's like searching, is a big room.
Yeah. It's a big room. It's got its own it looks like an apartment that's basically been converted into an office. So it has like a few rooms, a bit of like a guest room to like sit down and talk with clients, and his own office as well.
Okay, so while he's like going into the apartment and calling them, I want to look and see if there is anything out of the ordinary with the apartment, or if anything gets my attention.
Okay, give me a spot hidden roll.
And I failed.
Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, and to be honest, the room looks fairly neat, tidy. Doesn't look like there's been a struggle here at all. Yeah, it looks fairly normal.
Okay.
The receptionist comes back and says, "Sorry, there's no one currently here, but if you wait around, I'm sure one of them will come by at some point. Most of these private investigators, they work quite late. I know Joseph Williams does. Like sometimes he's spent all nighters in his office, and he's had clients visiting him. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't be more of help."
No, you were able to help me a lot. Okay, can I leave you something to if him or Nolan come by to know that I. Okay, and now I want to ask something. Is there anyone that I know and possibly that I don't like that work with me at the library?
Not really, because you're quite like you said yourself, you don't really stand out. You don't really get on people's bad sides. There's not really anybody that's against you, really. The only person that's really... The only two people that have caught your attention are Professor Thaddeus Thatch, who obviously... He's basically been a father figure since all the stuff's happened, and a woman who keeps coming to the library and leaving the library. She goes quite often.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave my name. I'm gonna take a note and write my name and say, okay, I work at the Miskatonic Library. If you can give this to them, if they come around, and that's it.
Yeah, sure I will. He writes a note and he leaves it. Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
No, thank you very much. I don't know. Sorry if it's make an intrusion, but do you mind if I look at the letter at Nolan? I don't know. Maybe he has an address, so I can look for him.
I don't know. Joseph kind of said he only wanted Nolan to see this. If
okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna fast talk. It's like it's like I need something for him, and maybe he give to Nolan, and that letter is what they say where Nolan should get my things. I don't know. I really need that books. It's like it's for my work at the library, and I don't know.
Give me a fast talk roll.
Oh man, I'm rolling bad.
Oh hey, here's Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, this is Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. I don't know. Like you could push it if you wanted to. But again, something bad happens if.
I know. No, you're just gonna leave like that. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, sorry. Like Joseph Williams is very specific.
Before I go, I want to. Okay, I don't know how to say this. Let me think.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him. Sorry, I need to go, but I will come back like really soon. What time you work here? Because you already know me, and it's gonna make things go faster.
Well, I'm on duty until about 10 p.m. tonight. Somebody else will be taking over. This building's basically open all night. We always have somebody on at the desk.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be around probably tomorrow. Bye. And go out.
Yeah. He says goodbye and he just goes back to his business, basically looking quite bored. And where do you head off after that? Where do you go?
To Arkham Theatre. I'm gonna look for Francis.
Okay. So you get to the Arkham Theatre. There doesn't really appear. It doesn't really appear to be open to the public right now, and there is another man at the front desk. Excuse me, sir?
Oh, sorry, I was looking for Francis Darling.
You can see in his eyes he knows who you're talking about. And who are you?
Oh, sorry, my name is Thomas Ripley. We were together in an event today, in an accident. So the police is looking for us, and I don't know. I had to contact him. People sent me here.
Okay, I don't think he's here. I think he left a while ago. Yeah, we're not really open to the public right now. We're currently doing rehearsals for new play coming up.
Sure. I know. I just hear for him. People told me to come here and search for him. And
Okay.
do you may know where could he be? Like I know probably he's a big star. He has to rehearse a lot. So I don't know. I just don't want to interrupt.
Francis, would the theatre know your address or know your whereabouts?
Yeah, I imagine it would.
Okay.
I imagine it'd be on record somewhere.
Would they know where you currently are, or do you think that's your own private thing? They wouldn't know that.
I don't think they would know on this one.
Okay. It says, I suppose so. Would you be able to leave your number and your name and your address?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I give him my name
Mhm.
and my address, and if you can tell him when you see him, like it's because of the accident, he will know what it is.
Okay.
Thank you, and I go.
Just wait a second. He just looks in the book. You might be able to find him. You might be able to wait around for him at his apartment building if you're looking for an autograph or anything. But of course, if the police are involved, you might want to give the police his address as well. It's 3 Jenkins Street.
Oh, thank you.
Did you catch the name of the officer that who's questioning or he's looking for Francis at all?
Did I? I don't remember.
I don't think he gave his name.
No, I don't think so. No, I didn't. He didn't present himself. He just made questions, actually.
Okay, and what accident was it? What happened? Is it serious?
Oh, no, not serious for us, actually. We just were called somewhere, and the person was dead. Just
What? Again, his face goes white, as in like you very casually just mentioning somebody's dead.
okay. Just to explain to Francis what the fuck is going on with this kid. He was in med school. Like seeing people dead is normal to him. Like he's going to think like this guy is crazy. No, it's just for him it's not something a big deal to see people dead. So okay, realizing what I just said is like no, it's not like that. Like we were going to somewhere and it happened an accident and someone died. So the police got us and start to make questions. That's all. Nothing bad or something like that.
Nothing bad?
Yeah, not for us, at least.
Okay. I'll definitely tell Francis you're looking for him.
Well, thank you.
Good night, sir.
Good night. And okay. Francis' apartment which is closed? The Francis apartment or the professor that's missing apartment? The Ashton Wells.
Well, there's Francis's apartment.
Yep.
And Armitage Street, 8 Armitage Street is here. So kind of equalish distance, yeah.
Okay, but I don't think it. I will go to the Ashton Wells apartment first.
Okay. As you do that, we'll go back to Francis Darling. You're still at the club. It appears to be quietening down now. Can you still hear the music?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, cool. It's quietening down now. It appears to be a lot of the. Well, there appears to be about half the people have left, and some of the people have been hanging around, like looking at people, and they appear to be disappearing off to a back room somewhere. It doesn't take you much to guess that it appears to be gambling of some kind. They've been waiting for the cops to go.
Well, gambling's not really much my scene. I'm going to retire for the evening and I'm going to head on home.
Okay.
Cab home.
Okay. You head home. Is there anything you do while you're going home, or you just go straight home?
Just straight home.
Okay. You get
Listen to
home.
a few phonographs.
Okay. Listen to a few phonographs. Some of your favorite jazz music, maybe, or blues, or what kind of thing are you into?
Start with a bit of blues, and then stick on a radio play
Okay.
disc.
And what are you doing while you listen to this?
Just sat in an easy chair, smoking a pipe,
Okay.
opening up that brandy that I was given. Just for a glass.
Okay. I would say about 40 minutes pass, and then somebody knocks at your door. You hear a knock at your door.
I'm going to pull the needle up from the photograph and make my way to the door.
Mhm.
I assume I have an eye hole. In the
You
door,
do, yeah?
so, can I peek through?
Yeah, you can. It appears just to be a fairly young man in a baggy suit. There's nothing really striking about him, and you don't think you've seen him before.
I'm going to put the chain on the lock and open it. Open the door.
Is this Francis Darwin?
This would indeed be Francis Darwin.
Alright, I've got a bit of a package for you.
Package?
Yeah,
Pray tell, who from?
I don't know, it's not marked by anybody.
Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to slip in my dollar.
Okay. He takes $1 and he just watches you curiously.
Package? May I have it?
Yeah, here you are. And he hands you a file.
Thank you very much, and I close the door.
Okay.
And as I'll look at this file, on my easy chair.
You open it. There appears to be a lot of, basically, what you can see, just garbage. Again, there's a lot of like mysterious notes of some kind, loads of ciphers. And again, you do see the same note, or something similar to what Thomas had in his book.
As someone who is extremely unfamiliar with ciphers or codes, this means absolutely nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to throw the files onto the kitchen side and return to my easy chair and then continue listening to the play.
Okay. So yeah. While you're listening to the music, you get the really odd feeling. Actually, give me an intelligence roll. You get this really odd feeling that you're being watched, but you're not sure how that's possible.
I'm going to go close the curtains.
Okay, yeah, you close the curtains and the feeling subsides a bit, but you're not sure if it's the amount that you've drank or just the nerves coming back from what you've seen today, but you just have this very strange feeling of, yeah, somebody is paying attention to you.
That's it all.
Are you continue listening to music and things?
I am, except I'm going to place my revolver on my side table.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you do that. Can you give me a listen roll?
Oh boy. No, I cannot.
Okay. Again, you're just listening to music, that's all you can hear, and yeah, it's fairly nice. Fairly pleasant music. and then you put on your radio play. It's quite nice. Can you just give me a general layout of your apartment?
It's a 3-room apartment. There's a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom. The front door opens up into the living room with a kind of like a window into the kitchen area.
Yeah.
Like a breakfast table and such. It's a fairly decent apartment.
Okay.
Well kept in case guests.
Okay. Awesome. Just for reference, just make a note of that. Okay. We'll quickly go back to Thomas. So Thomas, you've gone to 8 Armitage Street.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a fairly nice looking house actually. Here.
It's a house, not a building.
It is a house, yeah. So this side of the river, Armitage Street continues past down the river, and it looks like it's quite a lot of nice addresses.
Okay. Can I see like light in the house or?
No, it's currently dark.
I wouldn't know that the Ashton Wells was married or something like that.
Okay, no, you wouldn't know. You just know that he was a professor of literary studies.
Okay, I'm gonna be like in the other side of the street.
Okay.
Like looking from the house, and I'm gonna spend some time like just looking at the street because it's not so dark right now, is it? Like it's.
No, it's starting to get dark. Yeah.
Like, what is the movement on the street? Like, there's a lot of people going.
There's a few people walking home. There's a few couples just walking down Armitage Street, going to their homes. A few taxis going past. Nothing. It's not really busy, the street at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna cross the street and I'm gonna knock in the door, but more like I'm gonna knock the door and wait for some time, and I'm gonna try to look. There's a window close to the door.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to look like I'm looking for someone, but I just want to see how the house it is.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretending that you're just looking inside the window, but you can see a living room. There doesn't really appear to be anything out of place, nothing broken or anything. Just looks like a standard living room, and there's a door towards the back of the living room which is currently closed, and you get no answer from the door.
I just don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I reach the backyard from here? Like it's just there's a way to the backyard, or I had to jump for some fences or something like that.
There does look like there is a small fence leading to the backyard, and it has just started raining. If you can hear that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, now I'm just going to take a look around the house and.
So did you go to the back garden?
No, not the back. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna get a paper from my notebook. I'm gonna write something like "call me" or something like that, and I'm gonna fold it and put beneath the door. But I'm gonna put it like in a way that I can take off later.
Okay. So yeah, you slightly slip it under the door, but you leave a tiny bit that you could use to grab if you needed to take it later. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take my bike, and in the rain, I'm gonna go to Francis' apartment.
Okay. I would say you were waiting there for a while watching the street, and then you went to the house. Obviously, after you went to the theatre and the office. We'll go back to you, Francis. It's getting pretty late, around about 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. What are you doing?
I've had a lot to drink. I'm going to take a glass of water prepare to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, you get a glass of water and you head to bed. Again, you just get this really a bit of an odd feeling. But you just put it down to nerves. Again, you've seen a dead body, horrifically murdered. You've drank a lot. And again, just you have this juxtaposition of in the morning you saw a murder, in the afternoon you saw a murder, then you were doing rehearsals for a play, then you went to a club and drank and had a really nice meal, and now that you're back in your apartment, things are just starting to hit you slowly. Almost a little bit like PTSD. It's just like you just escaped it so quickly and you just went to a place of comfort, and now you're starting to realize that you've just seen a dead guy today, and you're not involved directly, but you got involved into it by crystals, and you just you've seen some shit today.
I have seen some shit.
And you head to bed?
I have a feeling I'm about to see a lot more shit to make this shit seem irrelevant, but yes, I've seen a lot of shit today.
Okay. Do you head to bed?
Yes.
Okay. You go to bed. Thomas, are you on the way to his apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to 3 Jenkins Street. You get outside. Do you park your bike?
Yeah, just
Okay.
like it's a building or it's a house?
It's an apartment complex.
Apartment building, yeah. And which number are you, Francis?
Let's say 5E.
5E. Okay. And you would know that, Thomas, because of what the address that the front desk told you at the theater.
Okay. I'm here right now, but I don't know why I'm here right now. Okay.
And you can just hear the rain and thunder.
After I arrive at the building, it's pretty late. Like,
yeah, it's getting on like 9ish PM, like 9:30.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to his floor, but I'm not gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna make a note and put beneath his door my name.
Just before you do that, when you get to his door is slightly cracked open.
Oh god damn it.
And Francis, give me another listen roll.
Who?
Francis, give me another listen roll, please.
Okay.
Am I going to wake up if my safe is melted again?
No. Just give me a second.
So should I start rolling a new character now, or...?
Okay. Okay. You do wake up, but not because you heard anything. You wake up because somebody slams a bat right into your ribs, and you take 2 points of damage. Thomas, you hear something inside. You hear Francis going, "Ah!"
I'm gonna burst in the room and go look what's going on. Like, I go in direction of the sound.
Okay, so yeah, you rush in. You kind of quickly try to navigate the apartment. You hear it's coming from the bedroom. What are you doing, Francis?
Oh, me? Okay.
What am I doing?
There's a man standing over you with a wild look in his eyes, smiling, and he's got a bat in his hand.
Do I have enough reach to grab the 17th century rapier I have hanging above?
You're quite a tall man. So I would say yes, you do.
I'm going to grab that. Can I attempt to stab him in the side?
You can do that, yes.
I will attempt to sword fight.
Okay.
Attempt being the operative word.
You go to slash at him, and he just jumps out the way, and he almost just like laughing almost. He goes to hit you again. Okay. Again, he misses as well. You manage to just almost parry the what do you call it? You parry the bat, and it just goes to the side and hits your bed. Thomas, what are you doing? You just literally burst into the room, and you see this man standing over Francis with a bat, and you see Francis lying on his bed with a sword.
Okay. I'm gonna do what my character would. Sorry, Francis. I'm gonna go out of the apartment, and I'm gonna scream for help.
Okay, yeah, so you run out and you just scream for help.
Okay. I'm gonna scream for help, and I go back to the apartment, and I'm gonna grab something like a chair.
Okay, so I would say...
Off my living room. Because there's a revolver sitting on the table.
So I'm gonna get a chair.
An easy chair next to it.
I would say, just for what happens, I would say your first movement is like running from the bedroom to outside and shouting. Then we're back to you, Francis. Before you manage to run back inside.
Okay.
So
Okay.
is he on top of me?
No, he's like standing next to your bed, like slamming down onto the bed where you are.
I would like to attempt to roll off the bed and make another rapier strike.
Okay.
So I'm at least standing on my feet.
Okay.
Never mind, I stabbed myself.
You do manage to roll off the bed, but at the same time, you do cut yourself, causing 4 damage to yourself. You cut your arm, and you leave the rapier on the bed.
Oh, great. Just what I wanted.
Call of Cthulhu. Okay.
I may have used a sword on stage, but this is not acting. Oh god.
The cultist just... Well, sorry, you don't know who it is. Blah, 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 you didn't hear that. The man... he just smiles, and he throws the bat on the bed, and he picks up your sword.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a Artcraft sword, a fighting sword, not a fighting brawl.
Okay. So it's going to be very difficult for him to do this.
Yeah, so base 20.
Okay. And back to you, Thomas. So you've just shouted outside. You've heard something else happen inside, a bit of a scuffle. Maybe you heard heard Francis swear, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, I know that because he was talking about, but do Thomas see the gun around?
Are your lights on, Francis?
No.
Give me a spot hidden roll, Thomas. Because you don't know his apartment, so it's going to be quite hard to just look at something in the dark. No, you don't. You don't see the gun.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab a chair or something and run to the.
Okay, you grab a chair and you run back into the bedroom. Francis, back to you.
Oh god.
Okay, and I'm gonna be surprised because he had a bat, now he have a sword.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at my chair like, why did I pick a chair?
You brought a chair to a sword fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the room to get past?
Yeah. Your room is big enough, yeah.
I am going to go and attempt to get my gun.
So you're going to try and run past him?
Yes.
Okay. I'd say since you're the person that was running past him, he's going to slash at you. So he has to get under... Did that work? No, he failed. He rolled a 74 over 20, not 40. I just used a standard roll for that. So he slashed at you with your own sword and just missed. And you managed to run to your table and pick up your gun.
Yeah, this is in the living room gun.
Yeah. So you've run out of your bedroom, past Thomas holding a chair, and you've gone to your table to pick up your gun. The cultist, his turn, he just looks a bit confused and he turns around and he starts walking up to you, Thomas. Thomas, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna throw the chair on him and run.
Okay. Give me a
How
throw
do I do
roll.
that? Okay, I'm the nightmare of the DMs, but okay. Throw roll.
You manage to throw it in front of him, and it just breaks the chair in front of the person.
Okay, I go back. I follow Francis. I don't know where he's going, but
Okay, so you follow Francis. Francis, back to you.
Do I see this not cultist?
Yes, you do see him. He's just about to walk through the doorway of your bedroom into your living room.
No, he's not. He's about to fall dead in my living room. Taking a shot.
Okay.
Never mind.
I can't see that.
I rolled a 72 against a 20.
Okay.
I'm not very good with a pistol.
So, yeah, the bullet just hits the frame of the door. But it does scare him a little bit. The cultist just runs up to you and tries to slash Thomas, since he would be the closest. Which is a fail as well. Okay, back to you, Francis. No, hang on.
Thomas.
Oh no, Thomas. Sorry. Yeah.
what the hell? I don't know what to do.
So you've just seen Francis fire a bullet towards the man, and the man's just tried to slash at you with a sword.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Francis' side,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take out my switchblade.
Okay.
Can I like prepare an action, like if he gets close or grab
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Francis? Okay, so I hold my attack. If he gets close to me and
Mhm.
I can attack, I will attack.
Okay, no problem. Back to you, Francis.
How close is this man?
So he's just walked through the doors and he tried to stab. He's about like 5 meters in front of you, roughly.
5 meters.
Yeah.
Can I try and move up to him and place my gun into his gut and pull the trigger?
You can, but he would definitely take a swing at you. And if I remember correctly, let me have a look at your gun. How many attacks can you have in one round?
I can have up to 3.
Up to 3 at disadvantage. Yeah. So your first one, you'd have advantage because it'll be point blank, but he would be able to get an attack, try to attack you on the first one, and then you could take 2 more shots if you wanted to at disadvantage. Well, actually, at normal, irregular, yeah, because it cancels each other out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
So first shot. You have a blind.
Fail.
That's a second shot. That's extreme.
Okay.
And third shot. So fail.
So you cause 8 damage with the extreme. Whoa. Okay. You fire straight into his gut, and he just makes this like rasp, spitting blood on you. And he does attack you with the sword. Again, it's a fail. He just doesn't know how to use the sword.
It's not a slashing weapon, it's a sticking weapon. Imbecile. It's a rapier.
Okay. Back to you, Thomas.
I
Technically,
can-
your held action does follow what just happened, but he walked away from you and then shot the guy in the stomach.
Yeah, I can see a dead body, but I don't have stomach to fight, so I just gonna stay freeze, and I'm gonna attack only if I'm in danger. While I'm just looking at them and looking at outside to see if there is anyone coming.
Okay. You look outside. There doesn't There's no movement from the lit hallway. There's nothing. There's nobody coming.
Okay.
Okay. So you're just frozen? You're just staying there?
Yeah. Yeah, he don't fight very well. And I'm with a switchblade, and the motherfucker has a scimitar. So no, I'm not gonna attack him.
Okay. Okay.
That's
so
just a
we'll-
rapier. It's a.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
just a
Oh,
rapier.
yeah. Just a rapier versus a switchblade. Fair fight.
Well, the rapier doesn't have a blade. It just flips.
It can kill me pretty fast, actually. I
Okay.
just gotta stay behind. Like if he comes to me, I will attack. But I'm not
Okay.
gonna. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Back to you, Francis. Then.
I will take my last 2 shots.
Okay.
That's
First one fail.
advantage.
Second one fail.
That's a second.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Out of bullets.
Okay. Out of bullets. The man looks down at.
Oh wait, the first one's a success because it was.
Oh yes, it was. Sorry. Oh. Oh, so the man doesn't look down. He just falls down to the ground. And blood just starts pouring out of his stomach where he fired at him. And the sword clatters to the ground.
Francis is just gonna stand over that body, just breathing heavily, just looking down at it.